Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay. Look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes. Get your drinks. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Your ass should already be
subscribe.
That's
right.
Hey, please like, comment, and subscribe. It is important, y'all. We're a Trending Topics podcast. You don't like a topic today, you like a topic tomorrow. So please be sure to just stick with us and like, comment, and subscribe. Liking is the easiest thing you can do. It gets up in the algorithm. It lets YouTube know we are here.
Most definitely.
And our goal is 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all see where we at? We at 733. We almost there.
Yep.
Just, it ain't gonna hurt. We're gonna keep you abreast of things. We're gonna give you that real and that raw. All right?
That's right.
We love y'all, so we're gonna make sure we keep delivering, and we are consistent. Okay, and you do not have to smoke and drink with us. We say that in the beginning, but it's not necessary. All right, so just throwing that out there. It's not necessary. We love everybody.
We post weekly,
sober enough.
Except we post weekly. We do take a week off for our own self benefit. You know what I mean? To rewind and regroup and stuff like that.
That's
Talk
right.
About things
to refresh.
Yeah, refresh, and then we come right back at you. So 3 out of the 4 weeks, you got us.
That's right.
Mandatory.
That's right. And we always dropping 2 episodes Wednesdays at least by 10 p.m.
Yep.
No later than 12. But mostly we always get it out. Jay always gets it out by 10 p.m. Every Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So y'all keep that in mind as well. All right? So look, y'all. This topic. I mean, did you have anything first before I brought this up, bro?
Yeah, I had one thing.
One thing? Okay.
I had a horrible Saturday night. It was good. My Saturday was going good.
Okay.
And then, we had our little poker. We do our little poker thing.
Okay.
And then I had to take my boys home, Wayne, take it home. And I'm riding home, getting off at Pennsylvania Avenue. And it's, you get off on the exit. Got on the exit. 2 big craters. I hit, doosh.
Ooh.
I hit the second one right after it. Boom. Bust my tire. I was hot. You talk about livid.
Oh, I know you was. Oh, the potholes in there.
And it was like 12:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I wasn't about to leave my car nowhere. Man, I didn't know it was that bad. It wasn't that bad because it was still, the tire was still on. It wasn't like it was just flat or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went to the gas station. It was so embarrassing. Got to the Royal Farms over there by the big cat where the car dealership is.
Yeah.
And went to the Royal Farms to get some air. It was a whole car crew in there just chilling. And I'm in that junk, my little Vader.
Yeah.
Plum, 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 plum. They all looking at the car. Tire flatty. Boy.
Damn.
Then Royal Farms, get your air machine together. I understand why it was down because I ain't gonna say it's the hood, but hood people go through there, and they don't know how to take care of nothing. So the air machine down. Had to go to the next one, put air in it, no air.
Dang.
Do you understand? Look what I done did. My boy Lenny was like, "Man, let's just call a tow truck." No, you know how tow trucks do. It's 12:30 in the morning. We in, I ain't gonna say it's not bad. It's not really a bad part of town.
Right.
But you just don't want to be out there. Nothing happens good after midnight.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just not want to be there. You call a tow truck, you waiting 2 hours, sometimes 3. You don't know when the tow truck gonna come. Then my type of car, they hooking it up on something, doing it. I don't want them to tear it up.
Damn.
I got Lenny to his joint because he was based around the corner. He took Fat Boy home. And I literally drove from Marlow Heights down there between 5 to 10 miles an hour all the way here home. And I was riding the side. I had my blinkers on. People riding up on me. I had to go extra slow because the tire may come off, something like that. I know it was bad.
Yeah.
But I did not want to leave my car there.
I know you.
And I wasn't about to pay $200-300 for a tow truck.
Yeah.
And these bammers come 2-3 hours later, mess something up underneath my car because I got lights and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't had time for that. Damn. I ain't get home till 2:30 in the morning.
Damn.
After I was driving like that all the way, people balling, woof, passing me. I'm on 95.
Damn.
On the side, driving jump. So luckily, my boy John I talked to him most of the way. My boy Lenny hit me up, talked to me most of the way. And I'm just getting through because I've been through worse.
Right.
I've been through all kinds of stuff. I'm going to do what I do. Once I make a decision,
right,
that's the decision I'm going with.
For sure.
I wasn't going to say I'm going to go halfway and then next thing you know, nah, I'm going to just go call the tow truck. Right. Hell no. I saw that shit all the way through. Right. I wasn't satisfied until my car was parked in front of my place.
Right.
The bad part, reason why all that happened was I was over my boy Rob's house. He did some stuff to my car. Took the tire off. I got locks on all 5 of my spokes. Yeah. But I left my keys to the locks at his house. So he had the keys. So no matter what, I couldn't get the tire off anyway. Damn. I need him. And it was 12 something at night. He lived all the way in Bubblefuck.
Damn.
So I had to get it home. It wasn't no way. So I had to wait till the morning to call him to bring my keys. Damn. And a tire, because he had my stock tires at his little storage. Yeah. Luckily, he bought that the next day. I got everything tightened up. I was like, man, I hope this rim ain't bent. Yeah. Because once the rim bent or cracked, they couldn't put a new tire on there. Yeah. So I'd have been like, without a car, I had to go rent a car and everything.
Wow.
But it was horrible. But hey, I made it through. Car back in action. Got the new tire on. Rim is fine.
That's good. I'm glad, but that's what you was talking about in your
note.
Livid.
I was
talking about the potholes.
M-Dot, get your shit together. Get these potholes fixed because
we got some bad potholes.
Look, if it happened to me, it happened to somebody else.
Oh, for sure.
Because it was dark.
Yeah,
I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
I just hooked the corner.
Of course, when it's dark, you ain't gonna see it.
I was not going extra fast. It was just the pothole was so deep.
Yeah,
it went in, boom, came out.
That's crazy.
Heated.
Okay.
It was a little dangerous, but I'm like, I always bet on myself.
Yeah, no.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Been through it, been through the worst.
Of course.
So I'm like, I'm getting my car home.
Sorry that happened to Vader. Vader's a rather nice car, y'all, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took me 2 hours to get home, but I made it. Everything's fine now. But I'm just letting you know, I just had to get that out.
I got you. Yeah. No, that's deep. I mean, these potholes, they're a trouble everywhere, and they will. And it's an inconvenience when your tire get fucked up on your car.
Fix it. Sure. Please. Yeah. MDOT, Maryland Department of Transportation, District Transportation, VDOT, Virginia Transportation. Fix your potholes, fix your streets. All this money we pay, and these damn flashers, they catching people with them cameras and all that money people paying. You telling me you can't fill up no holes.
Right. No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to get to the topic. If you stayed this long, please like, comment, and subscribe. I meant to tell y'all that y'all can fast forward through this part if y'all didn't want to stick through. But anyway, it don't matter. We're here now. If you stayed, we're talking about this whole thing that went viral on TikTok with B.Simone and her best friend Shekinah. B.Simone went to the Image Awards. I believe it was the Image Awards. And then I
missed those awards.
Yeah, I missed those too. I didn't see it. So I didn't understand.
I seen a little bit of Instagram and I'm like, well, what award is this?
I saw somebody win. And Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx won an award there. And I know she was talking about that, but she said she left the Image Award and came home and decided to work, which means podcast, with her friend Shekinah. And they had a very interesting podcast because it really garnered a lot of attention from TikTok, from a lot of people on TikTok. Just in general, a lot of people seen that some of the conversations that her and Shekinah were having were a little sus. Okay. So the number one thing I want to bring up in regards to this conversation is that they are best friends. They came from the BET Awards. B.Simone was fasting as well. So she had been on like a 9-day fast by the time they recorded this podcast. So one of the biggest issues that a lot of people had with the podcast was that B.Simone and her friend Shekinah was having a conversation about just in life in general, about struggles, right? Her best friend Shekinah was discussing how she ended up struggling. So B.Simone was just throwing out there how she had helped a lot of people. She's just like, I had helped people. I had paid people divorces. I had paid rent. I had gave people money for this, money for that. As a celebrity, mind you, because B.Simone is the celebrity.
Hold on, but did she had to put that out, or she just did?
No, how people just lollygag, talk about talking. Because pretty much it felt like the podcast was about her, B.Simone. Mm-hmm. And her friend was on there, but she was mostly talking about herself. And she was talking about how the fact that she had done things for people and everything, and her friend threw out there automatically that, what do you think I felt when I saw you doing these things? Like, what do you think as a friend I felt when you did that, right?
When she did what? Help people?
When she saw her helping other people. And then she goes on to say, I ended up in the unemployment line. I ended up having to get on Medicare. The friend was saying this to B.Simone. I ended up homeless and having to move in with my daughter, with my parents.
Okay.
So this within the last 12 months. She went through a hard time, a struggling time. She brings this up to B.Simone. And B.Simone's response is, Jesus. Every time she'll say something like crazy like that she had went through, she said Jesus.
For family, for the wrong people. The money, I done gave people money. I done bought houses. I done paid for divorces.
Now think about how I feel as your friend.
And then let me tell you, I'm going to get there. Mm-hmm. And I've done all that. And then the right people come around that have the purest heart, that love you so much, and you're stifling, and you're looking, and you're paranoid, and you're looking people up and down, and it's anxiety. That's not coming from a healed place. It's coming from, like you said, bitterness. Yeah. Okay. It's like a guard is up.
And sometimes from the public perception, it's like being a best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
it, or they helping you.
Baby, when I tell you, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom, all this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, I love him. That's my soul. And I can't nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest because everybody around you, they're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now. All this year.
In less than 12 months.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, because that sounds like she never knew about it, or the girl never said nothing to her. So she's just like, Jesus, like, I didn't know that.
Right. But for me in that particular situation, and this is how I feel about the clip, right? For me in that particular situation, do I feel like B.Simone could have said more than Jesus? I do feel that way.
Maybe she was letting her talk.
She was.
Because she could have cut her off and started talking and it made about her, But I guess she said the one word and let her continue to talk.
Yeah, she was letting her talk, but that's why she just said Jesus, like as in I'm tuned in, mm-hmm. and what you're going through, it does sound hard. Mm-hmm. But she did not say that she didn't know. That's her best friend. So now, it would be Shekinah's fault if she never told B.Simone what she was going through. Mm-hmm. But if she told B.Simone what she was going through and B.Simone chose directly not to do something about it or not to even help her friend, I do consider that a bad friend. Of course, she's online. B.Simone is catching hell. People dragging her to hell online regards to this comment because B.Simone didn't say, damn, I didn't know. Why didn't you tell me, friend?
Okay, but did the girl say, I asked you, B.Simone, for help?
Nah, she ain't say all that.
Then, so we can't.
It's kind of like she was bringing it up, just sliding it in on the podcast and bringing it up and saying, hey, I saw you give people money and help them out of situations and I'm your best friend and you didn't help me and it hurt my feelings. Like that's what she was telling her.
That's not an obligation.
Right. And it's my thing. I don't feel she was obligated, but I do think that if I had a best friend, like the way I look at a best friend, it's damn near the closest person to you outside of the person that you're dating. Okay, you just not having sex with them, and you're not, going in with the whatever with them. But your best friend is your best friend. If you dating somebody, the best friend is the next best thing outside of that. But y'all just not fucking. Y'all not doing all of that, right? So for me, when I had a best friend and she went through anything, I was there. Period. Point blank and simple. So this is where I do blame B.Simone, but at the same time, I don't. Why? Because B.Simone, she's famous now, or she got some celeb, whatever, and they say she makes about $1 million. She has like, she's worth about $1 million or so. So let's say she did have it. Because mind you, they saying she don't have it no more. And we're going to get to that later. Let's say she did have it. But as she was going up, what happened between her and this friend that she was trying to move her way up? You get what I'm saying?
Is it jealousy?
So I'm not saying Shekinah's jealous.
I'm saying could be.
Because people could think B.Simone's jealous for other reasons. Because it's going to come later. It's going to come later. I'm gonna get to it. I'm just trying to deal with this first topic that they brought up right now. Damn, time went by so fast. So with the first topic, she's basically talking about how she didn't help her and she's supposed to have been her best friend. She does not obligated to do it, but I think as her best friend, if she knew about it, she could have handed her $100 or whatever. But there's a couple things I have to say about that because I'm just like, okay, well, what did you do for her? What did you do for B.Simone as she was going up? Like, while B.Simone was trying to make it, like, did you share her content? Did you like it? Did you support her? I mean, I'm not saying she kind of didn't. But I think those little things like that matter. Are you a person who fucks over your money all the time? Because sometimes you can know a person for years and know they mess their money up. You know if you give them something, they just gonna squander it.
And you the one that's there bailing out.
Right. You the one, and then they come to you like you an ATM. You're not an ATM. You're not an ATM. You're not to be used. And some people will use you, but yet when you need them to do something for you for the free, they can't do it. You see what I'm saying? Just like a post, share it. Just whatever. They can't even do that. So we don't really know like the full context, and I feel like maybe on Shekinah that was a little bit of a passive aggressive move. I'm not saying B.Simone didn't know she was gonna like out her like that, but I feel like that move was a bit passive aggressive. Okay, now the next topic, the next thing that was brought up was the fact that B.Simone admitted that she was jealous when her friend actually did come up and her friend was offered the opportunity. Okay, and she called her best friend. Shekinah is B.Simone's best friend. Shekinah calls her and say, hey, I got this opportunity, blah, 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 blah. B.Simone is a little blah about it. She gets off the phone. B.Simone admits she has to call back because she's convicted by the Lord. She's convicted by the Lord to call her back and tell her she was jealous, or maybe not jealous, but just upset at her friend's opportunity.
Recently, I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. Mm-hmm. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
Maybe the longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I think, I know that's what it was. But I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like, your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb.
Yeah.
So great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This has to get out of my heart.
For sure.
Like, what?
But if we just did that, nobody's looking for the perfect friend.
Man.
I just want my friends to be aware.
And honest.
I'm okay if you feel a little jealous.
Address it and fix it.
And a lot of people online are also looking at that like hand in hand. You didn't help your friend when she was down, but now while she's getting up, while you didn't help her up, but now she's getting up, meaning she was blessed in some way without you to get up there, and now you're upset. Now you're going to call and tell her you need to work through that. You're jealous. You feeling some type of way. Now, what do you think about that? Like, if somebody called you and like, oh, you getting up there, like, and you tell them good news and they just not happy for you and they supposed to be your best friend, like.
I hate to say this, but niggas ain't doing that.
Yeah,
This is a woman thing, and this is what I'm hearing. It's a woman thing. Dudes ain't doing that.
So men genuinely can be happy for other men, and there's no all the time. Yeah, there's never no jealousy.
Ain't no dude want to seem like a sucker style type guy and be jealous. Come on now. You gonna be looked at real funny style.
That's true.
Come on now.
That's true.
No, there ain't no dudes doing. Oh, I'm so upset that you got this job. Hell no. No dudes doing that.
Right.
Getting on the phone crying. How you get that job? Why
you ain't hit me up?
Man, now don't tell me wrong. There's some bitch ass niggas out there. Yeah. There are some.
Right.
But majority of the guys, we're not doing that.
Right.
They're doing that. So I'm looking at this as that's what women do. They just, it's a nothing burger to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what just women do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So then your mindset, you like, oh, that's just what women, which I do agree. I think it is a woman thing to have emotions that are misplaced. I think women struggle with misplaced emotions. I do.
You can look at all these little shows, the housewives shows and all that. They do it all the time. They best friends and and they'll turn on each other, the snap of the finger over something stupid.
Yeah, they will.
It happens all the time.
They will, absolutely. Now, here's how I see that. For me, jealousy, I've already experienced that before. It's a non-negotiable for me. So if I find out that a friend is jealous, you got to get out my life. Period. I don't tolerate jealousy. I'm not about to end up Selena. Anything for Selena. So I'm not going to end up Selena because you see her best friend shot her. You know what I'm saying? Or because she was jealous. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't do jealousy. So there is no, let's work it out, because their conversation about that was, oh, you was jealous. Well, you could just get convicted about it. We can work it out. We could talk about it. Ain't no work it out, talk it out. If I find out you jealous, you out my life. Because I don't believe in jealousy. So all of that's stupid shit to me. And honestly, that means I can't trust you. I can't go out of town with you. I can't ride in your car with you. I can't do nothing with you because you might off my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because people who get jealous, off people. No, for real. Jealousy brings about, think what Cain and Abel in the Bible. Cain was jealous because Abel gave the right, to God. And guess what? He offed his brother for that. That jealousy is a horrible, horrible emotion to have. And women do carry it. And I don't, that's a non-negotiable for me. Well, that's all I got to say about that.
Bottom line is, watch the company you keep.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Understand who you dealing with. Read the room.
Yeah.
And everything will be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just be straight up and honest.
Yeah.
Me personally, I got other things to worry about than being jealous of somebody.
For
I
real.
got other goals in mind that I need to handle than being jealous of somebody.
Absolutely.
I got other money and other stuff I need to do and get to than being jealous of somebody. I'm always congratulating the next man.
Me too. Man, I'll congratulate, I'll share, I'll subscribe. Whatever you need me to do just to show small gratitude, I don't mind doing that. See, that's my thing is, don't expect shit out of me if I know that when during the time when you could have done something for me for free and you chose not to do that, you chose to ignore my little shit, absolutely not. So when I do get up there, of course, I don't want to hear that, oh, you weren't there for me, you didn't. I don't want to hear none of that shit because I will do anything for anybody. But when the little something that's free is nothing, don't take nothing for you to just hit a click like you like everybody else shit, but you don't like mine.
Or share it.
Yeah. When I find that out, guess what? Once I do get somewhere, you get nothing. And I'm not even going to feel bad about it. And that's probably why B.Simone was like, Jesus. Because she like, well, I don't know what to say. Because sis, I got a lot of things I could tell you didn't do for me neither. Not defending B.Simone behavior, because a best friend is a best friend. If you consider somebody a best friend, I feel like that's your best friend. You hooked him up. But at the same time, I did the best friend thing before. And I gave what I could give, and it always turned out wrong, given to that person. Just saying. It always backfired, and I always regretted it. Even though I was there, I was doing all that, I always regretted having to do it. I always regretted doing it. I never got paid back. I never got nothing out of the equation for doing for this person. See what I'm saying? So I understand in a sense that maybe there's another story, another side of the situation.
Right.
Now, and then with that, B.Simone cries on her podcast to her friend that she's going broke. Okay? So we're going to play that part. Let me play that.
Boy, I tell you.
Finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me.
I love
now,
H&M.
Just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend. The liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to.
So what's wrong with H&M, y'all? Please tell me.
I'm at H&M for men all the time.
Yeah.
At least some of the stores are suspect. But hey, some of them joints like that.
What's wrong with H&M?
Nothing's wrong with H&M.
So, and now this is the way I have an issue with her, because I'm like, yo, one, I didn't even know she was that big to not shop at H&M. I never knew B.Simone even was that like top tier celebrity to the point where H&M was beneath her. I look at her.
Well, that requires her to go to a mall, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
is she that known that she could walk in the mall and people be hounding her or something like that?
I mean, she was on Wild 'N Out for years, and then she might have been in a movie.
Yeah, she could walk in the mall.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
look at her, but I probably wouldn't even recognize her. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I would recognize her because I've seen her quite a few times. I recognize her. I know. I just didn't know she was that big of a celebrity. Like her and like, you know who DC Young Fly is, right?
Of course.
Okay, so her and DC Young Fly like the same realm of celebrity, like technically. And she was friends with his joint that died, Jackie O. So they were friends. They were good friends. So I mean, I never thought that was a struggle. But either way, like that's why this is what I say about that. Don't overspend your money. Like, why are you living above your means, regardless of you being a celebrity?
Because she ain't never had it. And
Yeah,
when you
that's
get
it.
somebody that never had it before, you don't know how to act when you get money.
Yeah, no,
That's
that
the
makes
problem.
sense. And that's
Especially
why they
if you-
always lose their
Especially
money.
if you got no financial advisor or nobody like that that's leaning on you
Yeah.
to say, hey, no, you can't spend that or don't do that or this is how you. No, you can't. I mean, that's the problem.
Yeah.
She ain't never had it. Now she got it. So and then you wanted this stature that you got to live above. that
Correct.
You want people to see you, so you got to spend this type of money.
Right.
You go on these award shows, red carpets.
Right.
Come on now, you know how the vlogs do.
And right, so she can't walk there with H&M because nobody there is wearing that.
Hell no.
So she have to go to Versace. She has to go to like Gucci and all of that to buy her stuff. Vera Wang, whatever. I get that. But when you at home on a regular, buy your H&M. Buy you a regular fucking
I'm
house.
sure she did. That's why she mentioned it. I'm sure she.
No,
has
she's
that.
saying she got to now. She said she went to Bloomingdale's and had to leave there because the shit was too high for her. She's broke because she said she don't have the liquid, meaning she got it in jewelry, she got it in assets. It's just not in like actual money that she can spend right now, which is something she just got to deal with. She got to wait on that. That's just how it is. That's life. Everybody got to do it. There's people who wish they was in B.Simone position. Okay? Wish, hope, and pray they was in her position. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get it. She's a celebrity. Maybe she never had to shop there for a couple years, and now she feel like she's like backpedaling. She feel like she having to go backwards. And I get it. Sometimes regression will make you depressed. You know what I'm saying? You want to progress. She want to get up there. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm shopping at Fashion Nova. I want to shop at Cartier, Celine. Okay, I want to shop there, but I cannot. Okay, that's just what it is. All right. At the end of the day, though, I think if I ever got up there, I think I'm still going to shop at Fashion Nova. Like, I don't think I'm going to stop shopping there. I think I'm going to keep shopping where the clothes is freaking affordable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because who is doing all of that? Anyway, that's besides the point. The whole motive, the reason why I brought this up, because I'm like, I think this is a real conversation, bro, about friendship and about, like, sometimes some people will attach themselves to a person who they deem as a celebrity and they're friends with you just for that reason. Mm-hmm. But when you're nobody, don't nobody give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care what you doing. And then when you show them you trying to do something, they still don't care until you get up there. Now you my friend. So I'm thinking, I don't know if this is true for their situation or not. It might not be, because B.Simone, for some reason, she still got her sitting up there on that couch with her.
Yeah.
She took her to the BET Awards with her. So she did something. She a part of her shit in some way for her to be on it right now, telling her to her face she didn't do nothing for her. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Are they partners on that podcast, or she just?
I think that's just B.Simone's podcast.
And she a guest?
Yeah, and I think she's just guest rolling, and she came in there and just started saying all these things that she wasn't there for her. But it does sound like she wasn't there for her. But I think maybe B.Simone has a backstory on why, and she just didn't tell it. She just didn't tell it. So now B.Simone's being dragged all across the internet in regards to like how her friendship style.
Communication problem. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, and the girl probably didn't half the stuff she telling her. She probably never even had that conversation with her.
Right.
Now the jealousy, like I said, that is completely wrong. I don't do that. I hear anything about you being jealous, and our proximity is gonna be way far. I don't do that. So I don't agree with that. I believe that was a wrong thing. But her and Shekinah are still friends. Mm-hmm. They seem like they're still good, and they're still friends, and they working it out or whatever the situation. And I think communication is important when you're a friendship. If you really want it to work out, y'all gonna communicate and make it work. Right. Okay? If you're depending on what y'all non-negotiables are. But I just wanted to make sure I brought that up because I see a lot of people dragging B.Simone, and I think B.Simone's trying to drop her ego. Here's the thing, like you're fasting. I know I fasted for a long time, so I've done what B.Simone done. Do simply water fast. I haven't gone 10 days. I've gone 8 days at max so far, but I do it like twice a year. And it drops your ego. You really don't have time to worry about other people. Like once you do that, like when what people do, you don't really get upset about it no more because it's such a struggle to once you learn about not eating for days, for days, you got to struggle through that while you watching other people eat and drink and do all the things they want to do. And you putting yourself under this restriction constantly. It really does humble your spirit and it drops your ego. And I think B.Simone's still working on that. Right. So for me, I'm giving her grace to think that maybe maybe about 3 to 5 years, she'll be a better person. She'll be a better person. I think she's still struggling with her ego and her wanting her friends to just cater to her. I think she is very selfish. I ain't gonna lie, she's self-centered. But what celebrity isn't?
That's true.
What celebrity isn't? They're taught to be that way in their industry. You're important. You're special. You're this. Not condoning it at all. I feel like everybody's different. And she could be different. And I think her going down the path she may be different in 3 to 5 years. I don't see it right now, though. I ain't even going to lie. Because it was a little bit of a disgrace what I heard on that podcast. A little bit. Because I would definitely do for a friend. I'm not going to lie. But what have you done for me? Like when okay, you want my money. But when I was doing something when I needed you to do something for me for free, did you do it? Did you do it? That's all I got to say about that. Any last words, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
All right. Well, look, we about to end this, y'all. We need 1,000 subscribers. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We love y'all. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
Yo. Peace.